You have to want it more than everyone else. Not just a little more, not just enough to talk about or try when it's convenient, but with an obsession that borders on madness. When they're sleeping, you're working. When they're complaining, you're adapting. When they're celebrating small victories, you're already focused on the next mountain. When they quit because it hurts too much, you push through the pain because the alternative...
Oh, you don't want to study? All good, all good. Imagine waking up at 35 and realizing that the phase you've been in was actually your whole life. Imagine being jealous of people who aren't even smarter than you but just refuse to quit. Imagine your friends outgrowing you because you never grew at all. Imagine watching someone with half your talent living your dream life just because they had a little bit more discipline. Imagine watching someone younger than you treat your dream as their warm-up. I will always be here to remind you that there are so many resources, Google Calendar, Notion, you learn, and there's no excuse because you're scrolling right now when you know you could be building a future that you are proud of. Follow for more toxic study motivation.
Study, 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 get that A, not an A minus, get an A.
I want them to study so much that they're dominant just by the study process.
Study it, become it.
2 syllables for you, study.
If I cannot do what I have planned every day, I won't be able to reach the final goal.
Study it, destroy it, make it happen.
I'm going to tell you how to study when you're exhausted. Take this from someone who's chronically tired, and I use these methods and they actually work. The first tip I have is taking a coffee nap. And what a coffee nap is when you chug some coffee. I like to just chug some espresso and then fall asleep, take a nap for like 20 minutes max, wake up, and you feel so energized. While you're sleeping, the caffeine has time to kick in, so once you're awake, the caffeine is in full effect. The second tip is the 5-minute rule. The 5-minute rule is basically when you say you're going to start something and you only do it for 5 minutes. Most of the time, starting work is the hardest part. When you tell yourself you're only going to study for 5 minutes, you trick yourself into thinking the task won't be that big of a deal, and usually once you've started, you're more likely to keep going. This third tip is using active recall. Instead of rereading and writing down your notes, you quiz yourself over and over again. This method is good for when you're tired because you're actually using your brain instead of just reading things over and over again. And I like to quiz myself using flashcards and multiple choice questions. I find this really easy to practice if you upload all of your notes onto a study service website. So I use this website. This is what it's called. Once I've uploaded all my notes, I use the flashcard section and I'll go through this, or I just use the multiple choice section. Anyways, let me know if these tips help and follow for more study.
No one's coming. No one. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. Nobody's coming to write the business plan for you. It's up to you. Unless you understand that you've got to parent yourself, you got to push yourself, you're not going to make your dreams come true. You're just not. We're not wired that way. You weren't born that way. You weren't that way when
And if you get no homework done one day because you just mentally can't do it, and you maybe even get an F, so be it. If you just couldn't do it, then you just couldn't do it.
I'm literally so done with people blaming their bad grades on their tiredness when in reality they're just lazy and addicted to their phone. Like, yeah, we're all students and yeah, we're all tired, but that doesn't mean you can just blame your bad work ethic on other things. So stop being lazy and let me show you what you're gonna do to get back on track because clearly your grades are screaming for help and you need help. Whenever you have a test or an exam, you're gonna download the content that you need to study and then you're gonna upload it to this website. Honestly, since you're desperate to be lazy, it makes the notes for you, so you're welcome. But also gives you a bunch of practice exams that can really help you study for your exam. Personally, I find the key to my success is the multiple choice because whenever I get one wrong, I just press the correct answer explained and it actually explains it for me so that I don't make the same mistake over and over again. I really do hope this gets you back on track and follow me because you clearly
oh my god, my exam's tomorrow, I haven't started studying, I'm gonna fail. On my mom's life, I studied for 16 hours on the plane, and I ended up with, yeah, no BS, no more talking. This is exactly how I did it, okay? First things first, you want to make sure that you know exactly how many lectures you have to cover for your final or for whatever exam you're taking. For instance, I had like 7, so I wrote down 7 lectures, lecture 1, 2, 3, and 4. Step 2, you look at how much time you have and you time block accordingly. So if you have 10 hours, you're gonna want to spend like 1 hour per lecture if you have 10 lectures. You know what I mean? You need to time block, and you need to keep that in the back of your mind when you're studying. Okay, now take a white piece of paper. I don't want to hear anyone be like, oh, I can't do this technique, whatever. I did it on the plane, so you can do this anywhere. You have your iPad next to you, and you're gonna start writing down everything, except the only rule is that you cannot write down something that is conceptual or to understand. You can only have facts and like pure memorization on the piece of paper. You start writing down concepts and what you're understanding on the piece of paper, it's not gonna work. You need to have pure facts so that your brain actually retains what you write. Now that you have all of your facts written down, you need to find keywords. And most of the time, you're gonna have keywords that tie all of these facts together. You're gonna write them down and you're gonna put them on a blue post-it. You're gonna look at the keywords you wrote down. So for example, I have like cellular changes and ALS, okay? But I wrote cellular changes. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna look at my notes and I'm gonna go, what falls under that term? Like, which of the facts fall under that term? And I'm gonna try to retain all of those facts under that one term. If I ever see that term on the exam, I'm like, okay, I see cellular damages. What lectures did I get that from? Which slides did I get that from? This is faster and way more effective than just pure memorization because you're actually forming like memory connections in your brain. And then guys, once you're done with this like word association technique, trust me, in 16 hours I can do this. You can do that too, okay? I went to take that final and I was like, there isn't a single word I don't know here because I've seen all of these words and I know how all of these words tie together. That's how you're supposed to be.
Let's be so real here. Our goal isn't to romanticize studying, it's to weaponize it. I know school's picking up the pace, so I'm back with more evil study tips. The first one is so psychological, I call it the deadline demon hunter. Don't set one deadline. Don't even look at the real deadline. Set 3 fake ones earlier and gaslight yourself thinking that they're real. Future you will hate you, but also thank you so much. Number 2, self-blackmail. Call your phone, text your friend, and say, if I don't finish this assignment by midnight today, I'll Venmo you $50. Once you say it, it's done. You can't take it back. You'll grind so much like your bank account depends on it because it really does. I'm telling you, financial terror is a strong motivator because it genuinely applies to everybody. Choose a friend that will take this seriously because in your mind you have to think that it's for real, for real. If you don't finish it, it's done. The $50 is gone. It's gone to your friend, in your friend's pocket. Okay, so this final one is so unhinged. Don't think of yourself as yourself when you're studying. Think of yourself as a villain. So dim your lights, light up a candle, hood up, cover your face. You're not doing homework. You're plotting. Every keystroke is part of your secret agenda. And you're the most dangerous, most evil, mysterious person to ever exist on this planet. And your evil plan? 5-page essay, double-spaced, Times New Roman. Except you're not just a random college student writing your essay, you're Maleficent. Yes, I have many more evil
touch. I can quit you.